Hello everyone and welcome to my first video. My name is Looney and we're gonna play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Why start with such an iconic game? Well, this is the first game I've ever played in my whole life, and it holds a very special place in my heart, so I thought it would be very fitting to start with. And I don't know if anyone else knows this feeling when you hear the opening music, or just the main title music. It kinda hits somewhere special, doesn't it? Let's get started. Usually, I have my brother playing with me, or not playing with me, but there for commentary or judging the choices I make while I'm playing, but it just feels a little strange to start without him. But I'm sure he'll come in at some point, whether this time or next time. Should I read these? Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh gosh, my voice isn't deep enough to be hitting those. Oh Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. When I was younger, it was always kind of exciting to start a new file. Probably at the age I was for this part, where it felt like this is the view you would have if you were a fairy. And it was magical at the time. Especially for that. Hello, Link, wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Just turn the other way. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Yeah, just nod. No big deal. I've been summoned by a tree. Oh? not green fairies, sorry. And it's not a big deal, but I always feel like the file generates better when it's green fairy Saria. But I'm not sure if that's a green fairy though. Great news. I think I'll just read story importance to dialogue. I think so. But first and foremost, we need money. We have nothing. We are poor. We are not poor. We are broke. That is the correct word. Oh, it doesn't do it double. Okay. We also need the only weapon to exist in this whole forest, because we have things to do. And as usual, having a small blade will help us get things done. Sometimes, not all the time. This is not an all the time thing. Back when I was younger, that used to actually scare me a little. Ooh, okay. Now it's just a matter of waiting for it to just go. Can borrow it. What I do love is that every generation of Zelda has had a new treasure chest. Even though it doesn't quite feel the same, it has a new feel for itself. Okay, alright. Still on our quest for money. Oh. Okay, yeah. That's fine. Let's just disappear into the ether of the game. That's completely fine. Not right now. No, thank you. Okay, and now we have enough money. You know, before I never realized that the design on the shield was actually of the emerald. It took me a while until I actually figured that out. Oh, but Mido has a green fairy, but not Saria. There's always someone. Alright, let's get ready to get the most important item in the game, a stick. Fabulous. fabulous. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? We could say no, but... Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, listen well to her words of wisdom. No thanks. I'm already doing it, I promise. When I was younger, I used to be a little scared to try and start the dungeon, but it got better the older I got. And the better the more confident I could feel about undertaking the dungeons. Now at this point, it's kind of more of a matter of muscle memory. That would be great if I could. If there were not spoders sitting on the wall, waiting to knock me off. I had to learn that lesson a hard way. Wonderful. Okay, I've got it. Ow, 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 forgive me. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? And he just tells you how to not take fall damage. But, you know, as far as I would be able to say, well, at least my impression when I was younger is that Navi's actually not that bad. Our first dungeon weapon, but Navi's actually not that bad, especially when you're a first-time player and you don't know what you're doing, or you don't even know how to fight a certain enemy. For your first time, it's helpful to have that little extra something to guide you in the right direction. Oh, shoot. Okay. And then we'll just go back through here. And we can get up on the wall now. You know, I was very foolish. I completely skipped this chest. You know how long it took me to realize on the Skulltulas that the skull is not their face? Their face is the little eyes at the bottom. It's better to see on this one. Where those big old mandibles are. You don't even have to get these with the slingshot, it's just easier. Right at the edge, okay. In here. Oh, okay. And here is our first switch mechanic. And our compass. Okay. Just one more for good measure. There. Oh, okay, too close. And our first Goldie token over here. And these will come in handy for later. A secret tool we'll have for later. And now that we've got all those, now we just find the one where the heart is closest to. And jump off from there. Now, you don't have to, I just like to. It's just something that feels right to me. Oh, right on the edge there. And there's our torch. Run past that real quick. Alright. Please forgive me. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? You might be, buddy. I didn't realize it at the time that that's probably some other kind of joke that didn't translate very well. But, you know, I was a child. I didn't care. It was just something neat and weird and fun. Okay. Here. Wonderful. All right. Thanks so much. Okay. Hey. Just to get our full supply there. Okay. Well, this part, I really don't like dealing with these, not for any other reason than they're annoying. Okay, okay. He looked at me funny. Can't believe it. The thing with no eyes. Okay. Okay. And then just our last little thing, and then that's it. You know, was I glad when I first played that I realized that the other ones didn't grow back? Okay. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that bit. And this is it. Okay. And here we have it. And I used to hate this part. You know, right now at this point in my life, I actually love bugs. From a distance, you know, but never could like Queen Goma. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's crawling around up there. Oh gosh, okay, alright. Still don't like it. Parasitic armored arachnid, Goma. I found it's better to stick close to her so you don't have to try and find her again with the Z-targeting. Oh my god. That's the fastest I've ever done that. Usually it takes another round or two of her climbing up. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. Huh. Imagine that. Alright. And we've got our first boss down. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Or what are we gonna do? Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Here he is, big man. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, goddess of power. Nehru, goddess of wisdom. Faror, goddess of courage. Din. With her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Faror, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. And we have the emerald. You got the Kokiri's emerald. Wonderful. Piece of candy. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. You know, as a kid, when I first passed this part, this was pretty traumatizing. The Deku Tree just died. To have this just die right there in front of you, and then you have to keep playing the game knowing he's not going to talk to you again. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Oh, and the linger, oh gosh. This punk again. How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. I helped him. Excuse you. And I think as far as right now, that's all we can do in the forest. We have to actually leave to come back and do anything else. So I'll go ahead and get us through that part. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link, because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. You know, for the longest time, I completely thought the way to say it was Ocarina. You have to forgive me a little, I was young at the time. And now we have the very instrument of the title. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. And we're just gonna run away. Take it like a man. Because that's absolutely what you should do. Not really. Okay. And now we're at the field. I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and stop it there for tonight, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. And let's meet up again soon.